Hey guys, it's Necromus here. Today I'm diving into one of the biggest gripes that I, and a ton of you, have with Dragon Ball Sparking Zero: the lack of stages. Don't get me wrong, this game is an absolute banger. The visuals are stunning, the combat is smooth, and the roster is massive. But when it comes to stages, well, we kinda got shortchanged. Budokai Tenkaichi 3 had 23 maps in its base game, and Sparking Zero only has 12. That's a huge downgrade. Sure, the maps we do have are gorgeous and packed with detail, but we need more variety to keep those battles feeling fresh. One of my biggest complaints about the current stages is the lack of destruction. In Budokai Tenkaichi 3, certain ultimate attacks would destroy the stage you're fighting on and leave a desolate variant to fight on after the attack is finished. Planet Namek is the only exception to this because you can wreck it with certain ultimates and transform it into the iconic destroyed Namek from Goku's fight with Frieza. We need more maps like that. Destructible stages make every fight feel epic, and just like the Dragon Ball anime, Sparking Zero needs to lean into that more. Even just updating some of the current stages to have a destroyed variant would be a nice touch. Now, I've seen some discussion online about whether new stages will be free or paid DLC, or even if we get any at all. Personally, I'm hopeful we'll get a free update with new maps. The DLC packs so far have focused on characters and costumes, with no stages included, which makes me think Bandai Namco is planning a big stage drop separately. A mostly functioning Kame House stage has been found in the files, so it's very likely we will get that stage first. I'm willing to be patient because the stages we have are so detailed compared to Tenkaichi 3, but the fans have been very loud about this detail. 12 stages just isn't enough for a game this massive. It boggles my mind that Kame House and Kame's Lookout aren't in the game right now, two of Dragon Ball's most iconic locations. They're almost always selectable stages in Dragon Ball games, so I really hope that these are two that come to the game sooner rather than later. I could name Dragon Ball Z stages that would be welcome inclusions all day long, but I'll just name a few that would help add some variety to the game. Planet Vegeta, home of the Saiyans, a space stage like Tenkaichi had where we fight on top of Frieza's spaceship, an icy glacier stage, and of course, the iconic jelly bean-littered hell that Gogeta fights Janemba in. There are no original Dragon Ball stages in this game either, which isn't a huge surprise when you consider how hard Dragon Ball representation got shafted in this game. No Grandpa Gohan, no Mercenary Tao, no King Piccolo, nothing. Just Kid Goku. I'm holding out hope we will get a classic Dragon Ball DLC pack in the future, so hopefully that will come with some new stages. Grandpa Gohan's house is a very iconic location. I mean, it's where the series begins. So I really hope we can fight epic battles there in Sparking Zero. Pilaf's Castle and Penguin Village are other places that come to mind. It also surprised me to see that the Destroyer tournament wasn't a playable stage in-game, and that actually led to the arc being mostly ignored in the game's story mode. I'm not sure if they will add it post-launch, as it seems like a deliberate choice by the developers to exclude it, but as they say, better late than never. If not, there's tons of other locations from Dragon Ball Super that could be added to the game. I'd love to see Beerus' planet and Planet Vampa, the planet Broly resides on, as playable stages. Considering we are getting 2 character packs based on the new anime Dragon Ball Daima, it's a real shame we don't have any stages to go along with it. We finally got to explore the Demon Realm, with it being revealed that there are 3 stages of said realm. While I don't expect all 3 as unique stages, even just one would be a huge improvement. That way the Daima fights can be recreated faithfully. I hope the developers take advantage of this, as we've never had a playable Demon Realm stage in a mainline Dragon Ball game before. Planet Tuffle is the main area from Dragon Ball GT that I think should make it to the game. There aren't as many iconic locations in GT, but Xenoverse 2 proves Planet Tuffle works as a great stage in a Dragon Ball game, and I would love to see it in Sparking Zero's fine detail. Those are just a few of the many areas in the Dragon Ball franchise that could work in Sparking Zero. So it definitely isn't because of a lack of source material that we have so few arenas in-game. I get it, Sparking Zero's maps are visually incredible, light years ahead of Tenkaichi 3 in terms of polish and immersion, so it's obvious we weren't going to have as many at launch. So I can only hope that by the end of this game's life cycle, we have at least 23 stages to fight on, or maybe even more. The community's been pretty vocal about this, and I'm right there with you. We need more variety to keep the game feeling fresh, especially with how addicting this game is. Which Dragon Ball locations do you hope make it to the game? Let me know in the comments below. Thanks for watching, guys. As always, this has been Nickfamous. See you later.